Hello and welcome. It is Thursday, it is April 23rd, 2020. It's another glorious day. I went for an amazing run down by the lake today. It was just beautiful. And today I would like to read you something again from one of my favorite poets. I've read quite a few of hers already. It's of course Ella Wheeler Wilcox, and I'd like to tell you a bit more about her. Around the age of 8, Ella Wheeler Wilcox turned to writing poetry as an outlet, and when she was 13 years old, her first poem was published. And it was after she lost her subscription to the New York Mercury and being unable to afford a resubscription. Ella thought that if she could get a piece of her literature published, at least she would get a copy of the magazine or the paper that published her poem. And the piece that she submitted at the time is unfortunately lost, and Wilcox later admitted that she couldn't even recall the topic of the poem. But her poem, Way of the World, was first published in the issue of the New York Sun on February 25th in 1883. And the inspiration for this poem came as she was traveling to attend the governor's inaugural ball in Madison in Wisconsin. And on her way to the celebration, there was a young woman dressed in black sitting across from her, and the woman was crying. Ella sat next to her and sought to comfort her for the rest of the journey. And when they arrived, she was so depressed that she could barely attend the festivities. And as she looked at her own radiant face in the mirror, she suddenly recalled the sorrowful young widow. And it was in that moment that she wrote the opening lines to Solitude. And she sent the poem to the Sun and actually received $5 for her effort. It was collected in the book Poems of Passion, which I have right here and love, shortly afterward in May 1883. So I want to read to you Solitude. Laugh, and the world laughs with you. Weep, and you weep alone. For the sad old earth must borrow its mirth, but has trouble enough of its own. Sing, and the hills will answer. Sigh, it is lost in the air. The echoes bound to a joyful sound, but shrink from voicing care. Rejoice, and men will seek you. Grieve, and they turn and go. They want full measure of all your pleasure, but they do not need your wool. Be glad, and your friends are many. Be sad, and you lose them all. There are none to decline your nectared wine, but alone you must drink life's gall. Feast, and your halls are crowded. Fast, and the world goes by. Succeed and give, and it helps you live, but no man can help you die. There is room in the halls of pleasure for a large and lordly train, but one by one we must all file on through the narrow aisles of pain. I think Solitude again is a wonderful example of by Ella Wheeler Wilcox. I'm sorry, I always stumble over this name. It's really bizarre. Of the nature, but she describes the nature of most people actually, and I think those opening lines really do more or less say it all. And when you're happy, you're surrounded by people, and when you're not, you more often than not stand alone in this world. And very few will be there to actually dry your tears. And if you're lucky and blessed and have some of those people in your life, I can only recommend take very good care of them and be there for them when they need a shoulder to lean on. So have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Bye bye.